Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. This bout is brought to you by Mark Nielsen of Nielsen Boxing in association with John Trethui of TN14 Promotions. And this bout is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control. Your area representative, Dan Frost. Your timekeeper at the bell, Stephen Pucci. And the third man in charge of the action in the ring, A-star referee, Lee Every.
How do I turn the cool down?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the gray and silver trunks. His official weight of 175.8 pounds. He is a veteran of 84 professional fights. Hailing from Chalk Farm, London, England, United Kingdom. Introducing the Camden caretaker, Robbie Chapman. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 174.2 pounds. He is currently undefeated with 1 win. Hailing from Ilford, London, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Samson, Black Tiger Aiyegbusi.
Boxers. Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Referee just issued his final instructions as both boxers head back to their corners. Aiyegbusi has so much support in the court this evening as he comes forward to take centre ring from behind his jab. Nice jab to the body to start the contest from Aiyegbusi. Nice long jab there from Aiyegbusi as he takes centre ring. Aiyegbusi, 31 years of age, from Ilford in Essex, coming to the ring in York Hall for the second time in his professional career. He's looking to build on the first professional fight that he had here back in May, which he won. We're about a minute into the first round of 4, and Aiyegbusi's definitely asserted himself behind his jab. But Robbie Chapman just tucking up, calls himself the Camden caretaker, does Robbie Chapman. Again, quite a composed start to the round. Dan, what do you think? We've just been joined by former British, Commonwealth and European champion Dan Aziz at the commentary table this evening.
Yes, nice to be back again with you. Seems like Samson started off with a nice positive start. Obviously the caretaker, he's been around for how long? This is, I think, over his 15th, is it his 15th or something about this year? So he's very active, he's very awkward, he knows his way around the ring. And yeah, Samson's doing well.
And that is the end of the first round of 4 in the light heavyweight division as we've kicked off the action at the York Hall this evening on what is looking to be a fantastic night of boxing ahead of our main event of the evening, where Billy Allington will take on Bradley Townsend for the British super lightweight title eliminator fight. I'm delighted to have Mr. Dan Aziz at the commentary table with me this evening. How are you, Dan? What are you looking forward to seeing this evening?
I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of my stablemates. We've got Billy Allington, like you said, he's headlining tonight's show. It's good to have him in another bout. Alfie Gaskin's another one from my gym, fighting for the Commonwealth Youth Super Middleweight title. Got
10
Nathan Barrett
seconds.
as well, he's a prospect. He's also from my gym, so yeah, there's quite a lot of people from my stable
Seconds out.
today, so I'm looking forward to the
Round
whole
2.
show.
And we are now in round 2 of 4 of this light heavyweight division contest between Samson Aiyegbusi and Robbie Chapman. Aiyegbusi asserted himself well behind his jab in the first round. He's got a lot of support in the York Hall this evening.
Yeah, I like the way he's, you know, behind that left hand, working his jab, very composed. It's only his second bout, so yeah, I'm liking the way he's keeping his word composed.
Robbie Chapman, he's had a lot of experience, actually. He's an experienced fighter. He's been around for a long time. He's had a couple of wins by KO, but he's also lost a couple by KO, so he's about as strong as what he is vulnerable, Dan.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's the thing about fighting the away fighters. A lot of their wins are by KOs, so you never ever want to be that one that comes across a away fighter that fancies it. And again, someone like the Camden caretaker, if you give him a reason to up it, he definitely will. Good little combination from Samson there.
We're just approaching the final minute of the second round of this 4-round contest. First one of the night here at the York Hall. I think both fighters have relaxed a little bit in this second round. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I was saying it at the beginning of this round. I like Samson's composure. He's got a good stance as well. Long levers. It's quite relaxed and works behind the jab, which I like.
Nice body shot there from the right hand from Samson, but Chapman's got some nice movements on him.
Yeah, he loves that Philly shell defense. That's what makes him awkward. He don't just shell up like a typical away fighter. He'll get in that Philly shell and bob, weave,
Nice
move to the side and whatnot, just like he did there.
Bit of fancy footwork there from the man from Chalk Farm. It's the 10-second clacker just gone, and Aiyegbusi is putting on the pressure on Chapman towards the end of that second round. The crowd loved that one, Dan.
Yes. Like I said, Camden, he's a tricky opponent, man. He was a decent amateur as well back in the day. He definitely knows what he's doing. So
let's have a look at the replay here, Dan. Talk us through it.
yes, like I said, Samson coming behind that jab and then following through with a combination. Just missed with that uppercut there. But he's working his way through the round, slowly but surely.
Well, he's already
10
off
seconds.
his stall 10 seconds before the round's about to start.
Seconds
that
out.
goes to show, you know,
Round
he's still
three.
got a lot in the tank. And although he's fighting a very experienced away fighter in the Camden caretaker, you know, if he's got a lot still in the bank, you know, it'd be a very big statement if he could maybe get a stoppage, a knockout, something along those lines. I'll be honest, it's asking a lot facing someone like Robbie, but listen, if he can do it, it'll be definitely a big statement.
He looks very comfortable as a professional fighter. You wouldn't think that this is only his second one, Samson Aiyegbusi. You know, he's really comfortable in there as a professional.
Yeah, I would guess. I might be wrong, but I would guess he's probably been in the gym a long time. But I could be wrong. You know, he is 31, so, you know, maybe just that experience in age has allowed him to just keep his composure nicely like he is.
Calls himself the Black Tiger to Samson Aiyegbusi. He's certainly prowling around the ring and hunting down Robbie Chapman in the third round of 4 of this light heavyweight contest. But Chapman's made him work for it this evening, Dan.
Yes, but again, Samson's doing what he needs to do. He's just keeping him at the end of that jab, and then when he sees the opportunities, he lets his hands go. He's going downstairs as well, which is very good.
He lands nice and clean with that right hand to Samson as he lines it up behind the jab, went to the body just there.
Yes, he's threw a good couple left hooks to the body. Nice right hand there, blocked by Robbie, but I like the variations, up and down, it's mixing it up. And that's what you got to be. You have to be imaginative with your shots, you know, create openings where they're not, you know, obviously there. And I think he's doing that. Samson definitely seems to me like someone who would do better along as the rounds go on. It's only his second bout, so it's just a 4-rounder for him. But I can see down the line, you know, the 6 and the 8s who be better suited for him. We'll be able to break his opponent down more.
I think so, and I mean, we're coming towards the kind of last 30 seconds of the third round in this contest. He looks comfortable. I think we'd like to see him turn it up a bit in the final round, no,
yeah,
Dan?
100%. Even from now, he's very comfortable. He's breathing well. He's letting his shots flow. So, you know, just here and then, a nice little burst will do. Like, when you're starting off in your career, this is where you want to like separate yourself from all the other prospects that are coming up, and you do that by, you know, show-stopping performances, knocking people out, just having people talk about you. You know, oh, did you see that knockout the other day, and so forth. Because he's very comfortable now, and like you said, I'd like to see him just turn it up a notch.
And that's the end of the third round. We're just about to go into the final round of Samson Aiyegbusi's second professional contest here at the York Hall. I think it's been a composed start to the fight so far, Dan, but I think, like you said, these prospects need to make a statement early on in their career, and it'll be great to see Aiyegbusi just turn the screw a bit in the final round. Just talk us through the replay.
Yeah, you know, he's bobbing and weaving, you know, jabbing upstairs, downstairs. It's quite a workman-like performance, and, you know, just as you mentioned, let's see if he can just turn it up a notch. It's the last round. He should be thinking, you know what, let me go and try and make a statement. Robbie's just as comfortable,
Corners, 10 seconds.
with you, but, you know, he's come to do his job. I think
Seconds out.
Samson should just
4
step it up
and
just
final
a little
round.
bit and see what result he can get.
Sometimes I think if you're comfortable in there, it's good to kind of experiment and see what you can produce. And Samson Aiyegbusi has definitely come out a bit quicker in this final round.
Yeah.
He might have heard you, Dan.
No, it's probably his corner. I'm sure they probably say, listen, let's step it up a notch last round. You're very comfortable. You're not breathing heavy. You're in control. Let's see if we can just step up the gears a bit.
Nice pivot out there from Aiyegbusi. He puts his punches together very well, considering he's such a tall, rangy fighter. He's really comfortable,
Yeah.
short range as well.
Yeah, he's managing the distance very well. You know, even though when he's on the inside, he's still, you know, out there and using the full range of his, you know, his shots, keeping Robbie at the end of them. So That's good.
A nice jab, just skimmed the chin of Samson Aiyegbusi from Robbie Chapman. But Chapman's finding himself against the ropes and in the corner a bit more in this round.
Yeah, knowing Robbie and watching a lot of his previous other fights, you know, this is the rounds where sometimes he might be a bit cheeky and go for it. So Samson still has to be on the ball. If you can see, Robbie's moving forward more. Before he was on the back foot, moving around, but last round he's thinking, you know what, I'm all right. Let's have a little tasty last
Let's
round.
play.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's play.
Exactly that.
But you're right, he let a nice right hand go just a few seconds ago while you were speaking. He's got a bit of fancy footwork there as the caretaker.
Yeah, he's come in, he's done his job. And again, like I said, I think Samson just needs to press a bit more, not fall into this, you know, the antics of Robbie, and just keep pressing.
Well, this is where he needs to perform. He needs to look good.
Yes.
And he needs to look like he's comfortable to step it up into the, you know, he's at 4 rounds at the moment. I'm sure that he's going to want to go up to 6 and 8 rounds quite quickly.
Yeah. I agree with you there.
A few antics there from Robbie Chapman.
Of course. Like I said, he's an awkward guy. Look, he knows when to be out of range, and then sometimes he'll be real close, so he smothers you. He has different looks, so you can't really just... He hasn't got one set way of fighting or defending, so you have to really stay switched on, or you end up being on his resume of knockouts.
The last few seconds of the final round, and that was a decent performance from Samson Aiyegbusi against Camden's Robbie Chapman. But a nice warm-up fight to what is going to be a fantastic night of boxing here at the York Hall. And up next, we're going to be seeing Zoe Hunt-Smith take on Rajwan Kaur from India. But right now, we will soon get the decision official as Samson Aiyegbusi just heads back to his corner to have his gloves removed. The caretaker's given us a few dance moves in the ring.
That's what I'm saying. He's so cheeky that he's just had a little 4-rounder. He'll have a little dance. I like him. He's good for the game. Got personality to him.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what makes boxing entertaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the referee's scorecard. Referee Lee Every scores the bout 40-36. And your winner, still undefeated, Samson Black Tiger Aiyegbusi.
Well, Samson Aiyegbusi goes 2-0 this evening in his professional career. He looks delighted with his performance. His corner's happy. And Robbie Chapman knows he's done his job tonight. And we'll head over to ringside shortly, where Melissa will be doing the post-fight interviews. But Aiyegbusi looks pleased with himself. Plenty of fans here this evening for Aiyegbusi. No doubt the support means so much to him. And we'll head over to Melissa at ringside.
Samson, the Black Tiger Aiyegbusi, how are you feeling after your second professional fight?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah, he gave me some good feedback. I like that about him, you know, challenged me. That was good, but I enjoyed it overall.
You moved to 2-0 tonight. It's quite a step to make between that first professional debut and that second time. How do the nerves differ between those two fights?
I think obviously with a bit of experience, you get used to the feeling, you know, so it's just a matter of waiting, you know.
And why do they call you the Black Tiger? Is it something to do with your aggressive kind of style coming forward on that front foot?
Yeah, that with a mix of stealth, calculatedness, you know, taking my time, and when I'm ready for pounce, obviously I'll go for it, you know.
Robbie Chapman, he's a really experienced guy, a veteran of the sport. You said that he was giving you some good feedback in between those rounds. What was it that you were kind of doing to adjust to his style?
It was just about looking for the openings, seeing where I could find the right shot. Obviously, it was moving quite well, so I had to get myself in the right distance. But when I was there, I felt like I chose the right punches. You know?
We're at the end of 2025 now. You've had 2 professional fights. How do you see 2026 progressing for you?
Yeah, I definitely want to get a lot more under my belt, get more experience, go around, see what else is out there, you know?
Listen, a really big year ahead. You have a lot of support in the building tonight, guys who've come out to see you. Do you have a message for them?
Yeah, shout them all out, man. They know I love them, they get me, you know? So, yeah, we go again next time, yeah?
It's so great to hear that support that you have. Congratulations on your second professional win, and we look forward to seeing you back in action.
Appreciate you. God bless you. Nice.